it's Andrea again. I wanted to take time to show you the ins and the outs of nail wrap application and to give you just a little bit of information about our nail wraps in general. So this is a typical sheet of wraps. This one happened to come from the Style Box. It's a subscription product that we have. 2 sheets of wraps come each and every month in a box, auto ship to your door, which is pretty awesome. So this is an exclusive wrap. It's not in the catalog, but this is what a typical sheet of wraps looks like. The first 5 wraps represent a full manicure. So you get 2 manicures on each sheet. And then these 2 wraps here, those represent a pedicure. When you cut them in the right way, it's a full pedicure. So you get 2 pedicures. And then there's going to be 4 wraps somewhere on the sheet that you didn't use. You're welcome to use those to accent other manicures, or you know, if you mess one up, then you have some extras. So there's the sheet of wraps. When you break it down cost-wise, each application is less than $3. That is incredible. So these are vinyl, and they have a really strong adhesive on the back. We have matte finishes, metallic finishes, glitter finishes, satin finishes, all kinds of different finishes. So there's really something for each of you and the finish that you prefer to have on your nails. So we're going to walk through the application of these nail wraps. You notice they're on clear backing. That makes it super easy to put it here, and obviously that covers up all of my finger. It's way too big. So you can come down and you can size up the wrap perfectly. Let me just show you. For me, this finger right here, I would use the second wrap. What you're looking for is a little bit of nail on either side of the wrap. You actually want a gap. I'll show you in the wrap that I have on currently. Hopefully you can see that. It's very similar to my nail color. Let's see if that's better. There you go. You can kind of see that a little bit better. There's a little bit of a gap on either side of my nail. The reason that's important, because your skin has oils in it, and those oils will wick up underneath of that wrap and cause it to lift off, and then you're not going to get the wear that you should have. Typically 10 to 14 days on the nail wraps. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera down so you can see everything that I'm doing. First, actually, what we're going to do is remove these wraps so you can see the removal process and see how easy it is. For the removal process, what you're going to need is a cuticle pusher or an orange stick. Both of these actually come in the basic application kit that we carry. It comes in this nice purple striped case. Let me just show you here real quick. Comes with some disposable tools that are important for the application process, and an alcohol wipe, which you'll see is also essential for the application process. The nice part about this is when you take your tools out of here, they fit nicely inside. But the other thing that fits really nicely inside is the mini heater that we'll also be using for the application process. So this can keep all of the supplies that you need, even your wraps, because they come in little cases like this. It can all easily fit right inside here, and all of your supplies can be kept in one place. So this is definitely a wise investment. It is part of our basic bundle that we'll be talking about tonight, which is $58.50. It comes with 4 wraps, this application kit, and the mini heater. If you were to purchase these on their own, the mini heater is $19. The basic application kit is $12.50. When you purchase all of this together, it's just like getting the heater for $1. So it is a really good deal. What we're going to do to remove is we're going to use the Nail Wrap and Lacquer Remover. It's non-acetone and has some moisturizers in it, so it is really amazing. The thing that I love about it, one, is that it comes with a locking pump top. So when it's turned to the lock position, even if it's open, it's not going to get anything anywhere. So you're going to rotate it a quarter click. I like to, there's little holes here. What I like to do is just kind of put this over it so it doesn't spray up. Put a little bit of product there and it'll pool there for a little bit. Okay. You're going to take the other end and just kind of lift the end a little bit. Okay. You're going to go side to side. Dip the white part in the product and introduce it underneath of the wrap. Oh my goodness, do you see how easy that is? What this is doing is breaking down the adhesive that's on the back side, and it allows it to come off super duper easy. You'll want to keep a cotton swab close to wipe down your nail to get the rest of the adhesive off of your nail. And that's it. That's it. I have worn nail wraps for a little over 2 years, pretty much non-stop. And as you can tell, my nails look pretty darn good. Nice and shiny, nice and healthy. I'm just going to break this seal. The reason you want to go side to side instead of top to bottom is because that's the way your nail grows from here to here. And if you were to look at your nail under a microscope, it's going to look like a shingled roof. When you try to tear it off or even remove it even in this method, if you're going with the grain, you have a much better chance of actually pulling up part of your nails, which nobody wants. And that's it. Super easy. So now that we have our nail wrap taken off, we're going to walk through the application process. For that, I actually love to use our Deluxe application kit. The Deluxe application kit comes with this leather case. It's actually really nice. It's embossed with Jamberry on it. It has a very soft inside magnetic closure, but it also has stainless steel and glass instruments. The reason this is important is, one, they're easy to sanitize, and two, they're not going to wear out like the basic application kit is going to. You're going to use those tools pretty much once or twice, and then you'll have to replace those. This kit runs $40 and it comes in black and purple. This is my all-time favorite tool out of the whole kit. What we're going to do is we're going to use Cuticle Remover. I use this about once a month, so every other application. And what we're going to do is it clicks on the bottom. Product will come beading out of the top. You're going to brush the nail bed with it. Let it set for just a little bit. And then we're going to take our cuticle spoon and we're very lightly, very, very light pressure. We're just going to rub the surface of the nail. And what this is going to do is remove that invisible cuticle. Invisible cuticle is a very, very thin layer of skin that is mostly invisible. Don't even know it's there. Skin, as we talked about before, has oils in it. And if you have oils on your hands, on your nails, product is not going to stick for the 10 to 14 days like it's supposed to. So we definitely want to make sure that we are taking time to prep our nails to make sure that we get all of that off. Let me show you. Hopefully you can see this. You see that white at the tip? That is not part of my nail. That is actually that invisible cuticle. So what I would do is I would just wipe it off, and you could sanitize your tool after you get done if you feel the need to do that. I don't share my tools. So usually I just wipe them down with an alcohol wipe. So after that, after you get all of the invisible cuticle off of all of your nails, paying special attention to these corners here and close to the cuticle area, then what you're going to do is go wash your hands with a Dawn or an oil repelling soap. Once that's finished, I'm not going to do that simply for time purposes tonight, but we're going to use an alcohol-based nail prep cleanser. You can also use an alcohol wipe if you'd prefer. This is just going to further dehydrate those oils that are on your nail and remove any residue that might be there from hand washing. So once you get to this stage, you are ready to apply the next wrap. So as I said, we're going to use this glitter wrap, one of my favorites. This wrap is called Uptown Girl. It is a mixed mani sheet, and it also comes with this purple and silver geometric wrap. So the whole sheet is every other of these designs. But for today, we're going to use this one. So what I like to do is fold it in half, and then I'll take the scissors that come out of the Deluxe application kit. I'll take those and cut right down the center. So one of these is going to be for your right hand, and the other one is going to be for your right hand, okay? Just like this. All right. Can you hear my kiddos in the background? That is one of the blessings of being able to work at home. Sometimes you have your kiddos coming in. All right, so we're going to use an orange stick, and we're going to come up underneath the flat side of the wrap. This curved side is going to mimic your cuticle, and it will be applied as such. This area will actually be filed off towards the end of the application process. Now, when you go to reach in here for this backing, you want to make extra sure that you do not touch the backing of this wrap, because it will introduce oils onto the back and it will not stick like it is supposed to. So let me show you here. We're going to turn on the heater, and what I'm going to do here, without heating it, I'm going to just, whoops, I see a little bit of fuzzy here. I want to make sure that's off. All right, we're going to put it as close to the cuticle as we can without touching, using the opposing hand fingers to kind of just tack it down so you can get it off. Okay, you can see it's not attached. Okay, we're going to put it in front of the heater. You'll see it kind of start to, well, I say melt, but just soften. Okay, you're going to use this pusher, or a lot of times, honestly, I just use my finger, but we're just going to press down the center of the wrap all the way to the tip. Pressure, pressure, pressure. These wraps need heat and pressure in order to be applied in the way that they're supposed to be. Okay, so we got the center pushed all the way down, lots of pressure there. We're going to go back and heat up just the side of the wrap. We're going to go from the center to the side, from the center of the wrap where we already pressed down to the cuticle, and from the center all the way to the tip. Okay, and I like to just take my hand, my finger, and just kind of help finish pressing that out. All right, and then we're going to do that to the other side, the exact same motion. You notice I'm not applying a whole lot of heat. They don't need a whole lot of heat. But the nice thing with the mini heater is that it's hands-free. You don't have to worry about hanging on to anything, turning things on, turning things off. This turns on with the click of a button. It's super quiet, so I can still be watching a movie, or in this case, making this video, and you can hear me just fine. All right, so you see all this extra. What we're going to do is take those scissors again from the Deluxe application kit, cut it off. Okay, we can discard that little bit, or if you wanted to, you could use it to make French tips for another one if you cut it the right way and all that kind of thing. Maybe I can show you guys that on a different video. I know that I have one in my VIP group, so if you have already liked my VIP group, you already have access to that. So what we're going to do is let this cool for 15 to 20 seconds. What that's going to do is allow the vinyl to cool and kind of recede a little bit. When it gets warm, it kind of melts. Not melts, it expands. And so we want it to cool so that it can kind of go back to its original shape. Once that's done, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in a 90-degree angle with the emery board that comes with your kit, whether it's the glass file or the basic kit. You're going to go in a 90-degree angle in a downward motion only. Okay? And what's going to happen is this file is going to act like a pair of scissors with the edge of your nail. Oh, see? There it goes. And it's just going to cut off perfectly to the edge of your nail. See if you can see that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so then to finish off this manicure, what we're going to do, this looks like the cuticle remover, but it's actually cuticle oil. They both can't come in the same type of container. We're just going to click it up. What I would do is put cuticle oil here. This just helps to moisturize your hands, moisturize that brand new nail that's directly underneath, so that as your nails grow out, they're nice and healthy. Now you're going to want to make sure, especially with a new nail wrap application, that you don't get too close to the edge of the wraps right now, just in case. You don't want to introduce oils underneath of there. You want your manicure to last really nice. All right, so I'm going to put cuticle oil on, and then I'm also going to use our hand cream that's called Nourish. It's infused with argan oil, but it's also infused with biotin. If you know anything about biotin, it's what makes your hand or your skin and your hair and your nails grow and be very, very strong. So you don't need much of this at all. Just about like this. And you can put it on your whole hands. What's nice about that stuff is it creates a moisture barrier. So if you're a nurse or you wash your hands a lot, maybe you have toddlers, this is going to lock that moisture in your hands for up to 3 washes. So that is really amazing. It's really good for elbows and knees and things like that in the wintertime as well. So there you have it. That is the application process for Jamberry nail wraps. Put the answer to this question in the comments for your chance to win a prize.